All right, so here's our last three problems. So on this one, on number 14, you can see that the y doesn't have a coefficient in front of it, but this y down here has a -4. So if I multiply this top equation, everything by 4, it'll have a positive 4y, and the bottom one will have a -4y. When I add them together, they'll be eliminated. So 4 times 2 is an 8x. Just remember you have to multiply everything. 4 times y is a positive 4y. And 4 times 3 is 12. So when I add these two equations together, we get 4x. The y's are eliminated, right? And then -8 plus 12 is a positive 4. I divide by 4, and x is 1. So now I can come back up, and in either of these two equations, I can plug in x is 1. So 2x, whoa, what's that? So 2x, but instead of x, I'm putting a 1, because x is 1, plus y equals 3. So 2 plus y equals 3, subtract 2, and y is also 1. So our answer for number 14 is 1, 1. All right, on number 15, we can multiply this top equation by a -3, and that would give me a -3y on top and a positive 3y on bottom. All right, so when I do that, I get -6x minus 3y, which is what we want, equals 0, because 0 times -3 is still 0. So then we can add these two equations together. So 5x minus 6x is a -x. The 3's cancel, and then 2 plus 0 is just 2. I don't want a -x, I want x. So I change it to a positive, which means I have to change that to a negative. So my x is -2. So now I'm going to take this -2 and plug it in right here for x. So 2 times a -2 plus y equals 0. 2 times -2 is -4, plus y equals 0. Add 4 to both sides, and y is going to be 4. So our ordered pair here is -2, 4. All right, and in this last one, we're going to have to do a couple things, so I'm going to give myself some room and clear the screen here. But none of these can be multiplied by one thing to make the variables equal to another variable in the other equation. So we're going to have to multiply them both by something. My personal opinion would be to multiply this top equation. Ooh, that's bad. Multiply this top equation by a +2, and this bottom equation by a -3. And by doing that, we get a -6y on top and a +6y on bottom. So let's go ahead and distribute this through, and we get 4x, Tammy, 4x minus 6y equals 42. And then if I distribute the -3 through there, we get a -15x, and we get a +6y, and we get a -75. So we can add these two equations together, and we get a -11x. The 6y's are gone. And here we're going to end up with a -33. So when we divide by a -11, we get x is 3. So now that we know that x is 3, we can take that x and plug it into either one of these equations. It doesn't matter which one. All right, so I'm just going to pick that top one there because it's quickest. So 2x, but wait, we know that x is 3, right? So 2 times 3, right, minus 3y equals 21. So that's 6 minus 3y equals 21. So I subtract 6 from both sides, and you have -3y equals 15. Divide by -3, and y equals -5. So my ordered pair here is going to be 3, -5. All right, so I hope this helps. Go back and watch this video as many times, all these videos, as many times as you need. The test will be tomorrow, and I will see you in the morning.